Mhm.
All right, are we coming through, folks?
Hello, everybody. How's it going? I mean, I'm more or less all set, especially since I got my Govy. Hey, Star. How's it going?
We'll wait a few minutes to let people pile in before we start.
Oh, man. Oh, just cracked my back there. I was not intending for that. That's alright. If the rest of my limbs fall off, that's alright. At least I'm still next to the microphone and the chair's right here. Oh, I should also say that I was testing a couple more things with streaming, and really, I can actually pretty much do it at my house whenever. Uh, I really thought I would have more like setbacks, but really, it's just like the noise thing. Other than like me being next to a living room, like once I get my own spot, I'd absolutely be more comfortable with streaming.
Cool. What are some things you think you might want to stream?
I don't know. I haven't really decided. Like low key, I've been just testing, like, just streaming Persona 5 casually. Like, I haven't announced that to anybody because I just want to play through the game for myself.
Hmm.
And just so Dakota could watch, but I mean, I wouldn't mind if other people wanted to watch me play Persona. I mean, by the time I get my own spot, I'll probably be on playthrough number 2 or whatever, but still.
I'm sure people would be down for that.
Yeah, like, if anything, I wouldn't mind just actually letting people know in the Thorn Discord, like, hey, on my Twitch, I've been doing this for a while. By which I mean, I think I've done like maybe 6 quiet streams, is what I'm going with the term.
And that you can't hear anything.
Yeah, you just have to imagine what the characters are saying, even though there's clearly dialogue boxes. Imagine what they sound like as I mute the audio so you don't hear their voices. Because that game, I feel, is definitely more stream safe in quotes, as opposed to being like a full fledged Let's Play. Because if I were to actually Let's Play that game, it'd be like, alright, so, like, you know how I can't do like episodic days like Pikmin, where it's like, oh yeah, so for this episode of Persona, we're gonna do dates 6/13 through 6/20. By the way, we never get into a fight, and for the most part, we're gonna be going to school, so I hope you're excited and hyped for that. Also, this episode is 2 hours long. Honestly, I don't even mind it when it's just like going to school, because at least like you can level up some of your other attributes. And I do like some of the other goofy ways that your other like skills go up. It's like, all right, for your guts to be better, you need to eat this giant fucking hamburger, and if you can't do it, then only your guts increases. But if you manage, then your proficiency gets better too. And like I forced my guy to eat a big burger, and he only got like halfway through, and he had his head on this desk, and the game was like, "Great job, good 1 point." And I'm like, "Yay!" Ooh, crack the alarms too. Everything's being cracked. Yeah, that's the one thing I hate about the Nintendo Switch. If you just leave it alone for just a few seconds, the screen goes black. It sucks because like I have a lot of like Smash Brothers replays, and sometimes I'll just be watching him and the screen's like, "Oh, you're not really playing." And I'm like, "There's literal gameplay happening. Shut up. What are you talking about?"
But I'm good to continue if you're ready.
I'm pretty much ready.
Let's get our recordings going.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I have my recording going.
Let me start the game at the same time. Alright, sync audio in 3, 2, 1, sync.
Sync.
Alright. Welcome back to Deltarune. Oh good, I got friends online. Ralse,
Well, it's
that's
good.
it. Nobody else.
Oh, Ralse would too. Put his Switch info for you.
I'm stuck here. Oh, okay.
I'm torn between forest, the entry, or nothing.
Oh, hello. Yes, I am a sweet and fresh girl.
I mean, I think it's natural for Ralse to be your only friend online. He'd probably want to play Minecraft with you later.
Constantly. He never sleeps.
Yeah, he's like, "Look, I built my castle, this time with friends in it."
Yeah, the Switch keeps the game active when you set the Switch to sleep.
That's good.
The shit heroes.
It's the shit squad, actually. Looks over his shoulder to make sure nobody heard that. I love that line. I'm so glad this is what I got on my playthrough.
And we just kind of stole it from you.
God, get off her back!
It involves juggling.
And we're gonna dip some paper clips into a cup of water.
And you'll have to fish them out. Fucking grab it.
Can you handle H2O, shit squad?
I'm getting beaten up by clean boys. Dusty mustard.
I love how it was just a short little jog and they're just like, oh, we need to stop.
We're eating this stump.
I'm assuming Susie has a metabolism that's incredibly durable, so she can just eat anything and never die. The other day I had a glass of milk. I ate the glass too.
I know no fear. You recovered my dignity.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Chris. Maybe I'll find my self-esteem in there.
Dinner hole, dinner hole ring. It shouldn't have, Susie. Damn it, Ralsei. But there was another path up ahead, which I think means more rabbits.
I hope you're ready to dodge.
No, it's just this dude. So if I can shove a football player up a tree, then we're gold.
Okay, do you know anybody who plays football?
Do you know anybody who's cute? And do you know any trees?
Well, I was a football to these guys once. Maybe I count.
And it's not good protection. Well, I'm just a little nothing, but you're gonna talk to me.
Well, let's see, there's a ball, and that thing with legs I'm assuming is a tree in this world, and this might be the football.
Oh, that's what he is.
I believe him.
Whipped in the face.
Oh. Well, technically it's okay to be whipped in the face, as long as it doesn't whip you in the heart.
And now you've got my dad, yeah!
Lancer would tackle his own blueprints. I'll save your dad! But then Chris would be like, but I am also dad.
I can't do it myself, I'm too fragile. I'm clearly armored, I don't think it's gonna work.
Well, maybe in this world they have a pair of, like, scissors for armor. I wouldn't put it past Toby's. Oh my god, Rels.
The crappy Ralsei picture.
It's like he's hiding to not offend anybody.
No.
Susie and Lance are becoming friends is just kind of the best thing. Oh dear.
Yeah, I remember that enemy. They're fun to fight.
Club Diamond Club, or Spade Diamond Club. Alright.
There you go.
This guy hiding anything? That is a path.
Yeah, this is the way to the castle. The other thing you unlocked, I think, is for a chest.
And people, I think. Yep.
Creatures.
Boost your defense. It will boost your defense. And I got orfed in the orifice.
How never, I can't do it. I was trying to say tragic.
Tall Ragic. Let's deal with whatever comes ahead.
Except that.
Let's not deal with that.
No. Like, it's a clever, like, enemy type, but, like, when you do it more than once, you're just like, okay.
But it is, in fact, a recipe for goulash.
And maybe at least 6 diseases.
I'm sorry I have no eyes.
You're excused.
Gesundheit.
Okay.
Nope, got it backwards.
So this fact might sound like it came out of nowhere, but I used to eat a lot of toothpaste before I met you, so thanks.
Okay. Moment of panic. Oh, hello.
Oof.
We did say hello to all 3 of you.
Yeah. But now we could say hello to all 3 again, but together.
Aggressively. Ah, this must be Clover. I don't want to be reminded that I'm gonna be 100.
I was born soonerier than you guys.
I prefer fluffy boys. Oh no!
Okay, do we know any fluffy boys?
Oh, they do like glasses and fluffiness. Him?
Do we know
Sure.
anybody?
I like
Yeah, Chris is close, right?
I want to eat a football.
But is it American football or regular football?
I think in terms of cuteness. Wait. Goodbye, Clover. God, their faces. There's always a bake sale.
Makes me wonder how many, like, actual sketches Toby Fox does when he makes these creatures. I know for Burger Pants, he just made the one and he was just like, perfect.
Yeah, right, I got the money. Proceeds go to me living.
I might want to consider that for my Patreon. Oh, I love this guy.
I mean, I'm already healed. The squeaky. Wonderful.
The squeaky, but at least Rouse reacted. Chris just took it.
Fix my cake.
Fixed beyond recognition. I'm pretty sure that item, like, heals the most out of any other item in this game.
But let's be honest, it doesn't belong to me.
Well, you're so polite, Chris, giving that man his cake back.
How far back is he?
I think you should be close. Because I remember, like, he was early enough to be like, oh yeah, a monster kicked the shit out of me, and it was Susie.
So he was right by the entrance, wasn't he?
I think so. But it should be before that big door.
No, damn it.
Yeah, it's a shame you can't just run from battles. But then again, I guess if you were able to do that, then there would be no point to making a game where you can't, where the goal isn't to kill people. So.
Ah, almost figured it out. Let's follow the point.
It's a little tricky. I know it got me a few times.
Here we is. Yeah, here we is. That's what came out of my mouth. Soybeans! I have many worse cakes.
I wish he would, like, keep spinning and, like, drill a hole through the ground.
Yeah, let's do it again, why not? Who gives a shit?
At least the cool part is you can always get a cake when you talk to him, though. And if anything, Top Cake is, like, I'd say the best part about it is for if you're gonna fight Jevil, but since we're not, it doesn't really matter.
I made that decision quite a while ago. We're skipping Jevil. Or however it's pronounced. Jovel?
Pretty sure that's it. I mean, it's just basically Devil with a J.
Oh.
Because he's a gesture. Jevils. Gesture Devil.
I didn't notice that guy first time.
Like, other than, like, an item and, like, a tiny piece on lore, it's just more of, like, a neat little bonus boss, like, hey, remember Sans?
Remember how you cried?
Well, we made another one. Wonder if he's gonna add in, like, a super boss in every chapter, though.
Honk honk.
Chris says honk honk, they look at each other, they weren't ready for that. They have to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, remember to feed your staff. Dr. Toothpaste.
Oh yeah, that's what they call Rousey.
I don't know either, Ralsei.
They probably called me that because they knew that I ate it so much.
Heals 5 HP?
Maybe not a cookie.
Divisive cloudy red jam. Deals 80 to the team. Oh good, these pricks. Oh, don't get stuck. Oh, these guys. I hate these.
Yeah.
Press
Because,
X.
like, it's a neat little, like, gimmick, but after a while, you just kind of get tired of it. Especially when you're just trying to get through.
Used to be up all nice.
But I think this is clever, though.
Thinking about trains.
Oh, I get it. Haha, that's cute.
You be able to heal me? Yeah. Oh, but the fight is over before I can be healed.
Yeah, Chris always goes first.
I still do that, but now I think about it. Now you can buy a cookie.
Oh, let's go back to Lancer real quick and...
Rub it in his face. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, these guys, I remember. I know there's a hidden path here, but it's just another one of the key parts.
Yep. Oh, damn rabbit.
Yeah, that one sometimes gives me trouble.
I'm gonna heal up a bit. Chris needs it.
Well, thankfully that's the easy one.
You can talk to those needle guys? Hmm. Oh, it's too sweet and fresh.
If only we had a third person.
Looking for a couch to get stuck under.
I want to know if that's a rabbit thing.
Dust bunnies.
Ah. It is I who's the idiot, Toby Fox. You got me.
Oh yeah, they play tones. Weirdly pretty.
I like the concept of a revived mint.
Yeah. Just pop it in their mouth.
Get up, stupid.
I'm just a poor little boy.
With a mustache.
I'm just a poor little boy.
Ralsei leans over to Chris. You know, I believe him now.
Children are very hairy down here.
I mean, just look at me.
I'm 5.
I think.
Aw. Ralsei's a sucker.
A giant sucker, but I think that's why we all love him.
He's our Knuckles.
But I don't hate him, like Jacob does.
The most evil thing I can imagine is a duck. So I do know that whatever you build here, you later have to fight. But if you make it the duck, then it's useless.
Well, I know I didn't make a duck, but I made like a tank thing and it blew up anyway. Like, I forget that if I made a tank that had like donut wheels and some other thing that I don't remember.
The cannon is highly kissable. Put your mouth on it. Let's make it a sickly green. I think that's what I did last time.
It was either green or yellow. Yeah, Star Exploder says that it's useless no matter what you make.
Should I make a tank duck? Or
That'd be
do I
pretty
specifically have to make it all duck for something special?
I think if you make it all duck, you more. I don't think anything really changes. But you can make an entire duck if you want.
Why isn't that cute? Come on. We'll give it purple feet.
Now it'll be cute.
Now it looks gangrenous. Your machine
Now it's like
sucks ass.
Is that okay? I mean, I think it looks like an Earthbound enemy now.
Yeah. I got a stick in my brain.
I wish she appeared out of the bushes and then fell into the grass, the dark grassy part.
And then a stick got stuck in her brain.
Changes her entire personality.
What am I doing? I love you guys.
Oh god, she got worse. Put it back.
I don't eat chalk, I throw it at my friends.
She's trying to feed me chalk. I don't know how to handle it.
You know, Chris is just like, oh sweet, give me like 3.
That's how I maintain my complexion.
You know, blue.
I like that cutscene ends with me looking at the camera like, well.
To answer your question, Galaxy Force, yes, there is a duck enemy in Earthbound. I forget what the name of it is, but I believe it's something goofy. Let me look that up.
There needs to be a womp 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 fanfare right there.
Oh yeah, it's called Mad Duck.
Whoop, 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 whoop. You say that, game.
I remember this room. You solved the puzzle without even trying.
Wait. Oh, there's a guy up there?
Yeah, I remember the first time you played this, you just like pushed that one random spot. I have no idea how you could have possibly figured that out, but you just selected that and it worked. And I was like, this is like the goddamn piano in Undertale where you just solved it. Like, how do you... How?
Bam, ding, 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 switch. Yeah, solving it on accident. That's what happened that time. With the piano, it's because I can actually recognize tones. I had no excuse
like,
for that.
Yeah, you actually used your musical expertise, which I was impressed by. That other time, though, you just pressed the confirm button and it worked.
I really want to be beat up by a duck.
I mean, it has been a while.
Dad?
Chris is like, too late, leans closer.
If you believe. Chris isn't anything. He's blank.
I'll have you know that Chris. I have nothing to say about Chris.
Period.
Just quote me on that. I'll have you know that Chris.
And don't you forget it.
Checkmate.
You hear that, Lancer?
I think he might have gotten partially deaf just now, so.
It's shaped like the back of my hand. I remember this, just go somewhere else.
Yeah, because he doesn't actually know.
I knew the correct way, but I didn't tell Chris.
I didn't feel like speaking up. I thought it'd be rude.
No, we just met him. And now I'm doing the things Susie told me not to do. Ho 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 ho.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Play that.
Chris is like, I can continue my band practice here.
From himself. Thanks, I'm stupid.
At least it'll make you restart the whole thing.
They don't say anything.
Maybe in a patch update if they ever do that.
Oh boy. Our death is upon us.
I always knew it would end like this, you know?
It's, diseased.
Oh no, it might actually give us the flu. I love how they went out of their way to make it anyway, even though they knew it sucked.
Or blown up. We're not consistent.
We were still trying to figure that one out. We tried folding one into a lawn chair, it didn't work.
Perfect duck. Of course not, Galaxy Force. Our choices don't matter.
And now for a 2-hour analytical video on that statement.
Meep, meep. Two awful guys. Beep, beep. Smells like teamwork.
X anything. I love how transparent Lancer is.
How do you logically best idiots?
You don't.
Oh man, that sucks.
And now we have Susie performing moves she can't actually do.
God, Susie, get some rest.
Look, when you only have a diet full of chalk and stump salsa,
No calories whatsoever.
your body's just weak, man.
Your hair, Lancer.
Well, I'll just rip off my face and start growing hair right now.
Lancer, I love you!
Falls off the bike.
Bites his tongue off.
Sets himself on fire. I love you too.
I'm gonna lick them now.
I think we made a mistake.
When in fact I'm pointy and harsh. I know I can't win. I've seen them in battle.
Yeah, they just put me to sleep. Call Batsu in the chat. Or I'll say, I love you. Lancer explodes.
Her heart explodes.
The chalk.
We're a miniature team of this bigger team.
I feel like Lancer would explode, but then the explosion would go in reverse and he would be okay.
There's the shit squad, but we're the shit duo. Like me and Yoshi, we're the shit duo of the Straw Hat shit.
Yeah! If you join the team, then, you know, we get to be the shit quartet. That's pretty cool, right?
Alright, slit his throat. No, of course he'd love to. Good God.
I feel like Toby was really proud of himself for this one. He was like, I'm gonna get him real good by hour 2.
There was somebody on Discord who made that their icon before I knew anything about Deltarune. And I was like, what the fuck is that? Come on, Lancer. Or whatever.
He's got his own ways.
Look at this area you can't go to.
This is an area that magnetizes my feet, by the way.
Now we're your clowns.
We really are, though.
Lancer's wearing Heelys.
But I feel like they're not actually Heelys, they're just old boots that he glued wheels to.
Just smacks his head into the tree. I thought he just killed himself.
I have a special technique that replaces himself with a tombstone. Oh, Lancer.
Stools do not reach. Stools help others to reach. Shoves up his nose. That's where you do most of your tasting.
You have a nose?
I shove it in my eye, face.
It'll go in there eventually.
It'll figure it out.
Yep. I'm licking your hand.
Good.
Yep, sugar. You need dino teeth like Susie. Because they just bleed acid.
I'm sure she could just, like, take some out and grow new ones, right?
Like a shark.
Probably, maybe.
Standing on the sidelines, not getting into fights. Very important.
I feel like I should make a sign about that.
We're slaves.
Yeah, didn't want to let you guys know that, but you know.
I don't know what happiness is.
Well, remember when you made that duck?
Booze from the Jews. Like, I'm gonna puke.
Does so.
You know, I too feel happiness sometimes. This is a first.
When I'm out here, I'm dead.
I live in there. I die out here. Collapse.
Boost from the juice is definitely something Sonic would say, yep.
And the writer would pat himself on the back. And poor Roger Craig Smith is like, yeah, boost from the juice! And then when it takes over, really?
By all these synth birds. Then I'll have to lick a dead body, and I don't want to do that.
Nah. My name is Lancer, not Liquor.
I want to Lancer dead bodies. Boost from the juice is more of a Jaleel White Sonic line.
I only have like one tiny frame of reference of his performance as Sonic from one episode of Sonic Underground that I saw. It is when he looked at a vase and he just said, "It's a cup." And I was like, no, that's not actually what it is, me, like 8 years old.
Oh dear. The guy who wouldn't line up like he's supposed to.
I really had some jet fuel in those Mage Shift Heelys.
Ignore the other Lightners that ran after them.
This one's probably slow.
Oh no, he's got auto run on.
Damn it. They preemptively knew that we too were slow.
I'm a prince, oh no.
It's okay, I'm the Prince of Darkness!
Beep. With your only friend.
Steps a little closer.
You know? That's a shame. This just butters my biscuit.
Well, I should probably quickly eat, so let's take like a 10-15 minute break here.
Okay.
Now that we're in prison, we're not going anywhere.
we can't go anywhere. And then Ralsei pulls out his harmonica and he starts playing it, but unfortunately he's never played the harmonica before.
I've been practicing. Good, right?
Alright, let's stop our recordings.
Alright.
I've been practicing throws at the wall.
Yeah, good.
All right, but I will be back in a few minutes with the food, and then we'll hang out with the chat, and then we'll continue when I'm done eating.
And I'll just be right here. I'll be fine with talking to the chat for a little bit. Now that we're basically about to enter Act 3 of Deltarune. How's it going, guys? Why is it only one manacle?
Eh.
Welcome to the Dark World. Ooh, boy. Yeah, it's been going pretty good for me, too. Most part, just been thinking about a lot of things that, aside from me getting ready to move in like 2 months. Because I'm basically leaving New Jersey in May. I'm going to be moving to Minnesota and moving in with my fiance Dakota. Yeah, it's a little bittersweet because I always wanted to move in with them, but I, I wish it didn't just have to be in a way where I got evicted. I wanted it to be like, like I went through all these jobs where like I saved up enough money for me to just up and go. But now that we're getting evicted, it's like, well, my folks and I have basically made our plans. I made my plans, so I'm just gonna move to a different state. Then in the end, I was I was basically gonna move in with them anyway. So it's not that bad of a thing. I just wish it didn't happen like so abruptly.
I'm back with my food.
Howdy. Yeah, it's definitely a better option. Like I would imagine probably gonna be staying with Dakota's folks for like a few weeks until we eventually move to the actual apartment. By
Hmm.
that point, then I basically have the freedom to do whatever the hell I want.
No clothes ever.
All right, Dakota went to work. Time for me to show them what New Jersey's. I say as I open the window and get evicted again. Oh, okay, there we go. That was really weird. It's probably just my side. Hey, Galactic Force. Right now, Thorns is basically eating his dinner, so we're just kind of killing a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Got big plans for Minnesota beyond the move? Well, aside from the move, I know there's like a carnival or something, or like a specific sort of festival that happens in the fall, and apparently it's like a huge big deal. I think it's summer, one of the two seasons. So that sounds like fun. But for the most part, I'm basically just going to be starting over. Going to be working towards getting Minnesota ID, credit card. It's just basically just going to be focusing a lot on me this year. Probably my license as well. What's your opinion of this game's soundtrack? Well, it's very good. I mean, Toby Fox clearly knows what he's doing. It's funny because I remember once he made a post talking about like the kind of things he was influenced for, like the soundtracks he made for Undertale. And some of them I'm like, yeah, it sounds about right, and some of them I was like, oh, that's really interesting. I didn't think that would really be something of inspiration for him.
Yeah, I really like the soundtrack too.
Like, I really do like the Rude Buster theme. So, Yoshi, how are you handling Rousey and Dad's and blinking stairs? Well, Rousey's cute, and well, the advantage I have with Chris is that I can't really see their eyes back, so, I'm alright with it. That, and I kind of like creepy characters, so Chris just having like 1,000 yards sort of stare at me doesn't really affect me. Creepy as in their appearance is just unsettling, not like creepy as in what they do. Yeah, Tharge is okay. I was thinking more like I think his name was like it was like it was this one kid in Parks and Recreation. I forget his name, something with an O, but like basically he's just this extremely goth looking kid who's not even like a supporting character, but he shows up randomly, but when he does, it's just a great scene because of how like bizarre he is. Like he's talking to Leslie Nope, this politician, And she's like, "Oh, so why would you be a great position for?" They were trying to replace something in the dog catching facility or something along the lines of that. And so he's like, he stares at her and he's just like, "Oh, I can control animals with my mind." And she's like, "Yeah, next." And he's like, "I made you say that." And then he just walks away as he stares at her. Like, I'm a fan of like deadpan characters too.
And there's no way Chris speaks with a lot of enthusiasm.
Nope. Like, I think one of the characters in, I think, what's it called? I haven't seen many episodes of it. The Loud House. There's like one little girl who's just like the only one with black hair. And I remember one of the lines they had in that show was like, "Oh yeah, when Lucy was born, like she just stared back at us, and we didn't know what to do."
Yeah, no big speeches from Chris, just putting his shoulder on Ralsei's shoulder, or putting his hand on Ralsei's shoulder and saying, "Us."
And Rousey would smile like, "Yeah, us." Like, Chris just seems like the kind of character that'd be like, "Why did the chicken cross the road? We could have been friends. Please come back." Like I love stupid stuff like this.
Why did the chicken cross the road without any help? My mom always holds my hand. Why couldn't his mom hold his?
Chris eats an entire tree branch and looks at Rousey and it's just, no one would ever believe you.
Well, I guess you're right.
That's more of a Susie thing. Chris would offer some of the branch to be like, "You want some? It's good for the teeth." Like a tiny Captain Holt. Chris would be a fan of Sousa.
Oh, another good creepy character. I forget the character's name because it's been so long since I've seen Parks and Rec. But it's Chris Pratt's, what's Andy's wife?
Or her.
Because she had some really good lines.
April?
Yeah, April. I was remembering the actress's name. But yeah, April's very good. Because she's perfectly creepy. Like, she just stares directly at the camera and she's like, "Well, I am Puerto Rican, therefore I am so full of life." Stare. And just some of the things she does where, like, at one point they got like a bunch of like exclamation point stickers. And I think it was either exclamation point or question mark stickers. And so she grabs them and she's like, "I'm gonna put them on every stop sign I could find." And she just runs out. They're like, "April, no, come back."
I'm gonna put him on all the roadsides leading to the hospital.
Stop.
Hospital?
Speed up. Well, as for why Susie was eating chalk at the beginning, because she genuinely likes eating chalk.
The real question is, why aren't you eating chalk?
Well, I've never had a chalk stick before. I know people are gonna bring up the infamous chalk discussion from Pikmin 2,
The
but I
chocolate.
yes, the chocolate. It was a piece of chocolate covered in chalk dust. It wasn't like somebody put a stick of chocolate that I couldn't visibly see, and they were like, "Here you go, Yoshi," and I was like, "Day, okay," and then I ate. And it was just a dare. I think it was like one of the last days of like, God, this is freaking middle school. I think it was like 8th grade or something, and we were just trying to kill times on one of the last days, and so we were just like, hey, we're just doing dares, and then one guy is just like, hey, I dare you to, like he clearly couldn't think of anything for me because I was the quiet kid. So he was just like, eat this chocolate, and I was like, okay, watch me, and then I fucking did.
So yes, middle school was awful for everyone.
I mean, I don't got any pleasant memories from that time. Don't got any pleasant memories from high school either. I wasn't really bullied or anything, but it wasn't like, oh yeah, I was fucking awesome back in the day. Certainly got better over time, like most people do.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right. Oh boy, come on. Oh yeah. Hmm. I never really had any special education. Most of my stuff was pretty normal, but I remember for through kindergarten through second grade, I was me and a couple other kids were put in like a speech course, and basically we'd be taken to another room altogether. And basically, it was for kids who either had lisps or they just wouldn't talk. Me, it was just that I was shy. So basically, they made me go there all the time, and they were just like, "Why doesn't he talk? Why doesn't he talk?" And the real reason wasn't because I was scared of talking or anything. It was just that I didn't know where I was. Like I didn't have a full grasp of the concept of school yet, so I was just like, well, they did say stranger danger, and I don't know anybody, so I'll just be quiet for the rest of my life.
And also, I'm back.
Hey. Eh. Finish that later. I'm ready to continue if you are.
I need to eat some ice cream first.
Oh,
I'm having the
nice.
full course.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna put this mug away, and now it's my turn. I'll be right back.
Alright. Now ask shit from me! Favorite animal? Usually it'd be dogs. But a new pair of them has moved in next door, so that's getting tenuous. No backseat gaming, please. And we're on break anyway. I've had a cup of water sitting on my desk for days now, purely for throwing at the dog. The worst part is they don't respond when I yell at them. They actually bark more. Because they're tiny. They might be puppies. It's hard to tell. I think they're tiny, maybe chihuahuas.
Okay, I'm back.
Right.
Hey.
Yep, the last 3 people to live in that house next door have had annoying dogs. Like, the next time, as soon as they move out, and they put up another for sale sign, I need to just affix another thing. No dogs, god damn it. Sign the neighbors.
Yeah, they see that sign. Oh, I see the neighbor families live next door. Oh, I see. Astra Kiseki asked favorite animal. My favorite animal are deer.
Yeah, I'm gonna see Shazam in the first week of April, and then I'm gonna see Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, Endgame's coming out. Isn't like John Wick 3 coming out soon at some point?
I think so. At least they're working on it.
Yeah, it comes out in May. I mean, I heard they were like really good for like being action flicks. I thought it was just like from the commercials at least. I thought it was like normal action stuff, but everybody fucking loves John Wick. Kind of gives me reason to want to actually see him.
Yeah, I still need to actually see them.
Yeah, I'm willing to watch Endgame despite how I wasn't a fan of Infinity War. I'm just glad Guardians 3 is back on track.
Yep, James Gunn got rehired.
Yeah.
A long time ago, apparently. They only just announced it.
It kind of seems like they made the mistake and then they were just like, oh shit, put him back, but they couldn't announce it for a while. Because maybe they took a closer look at those tweets and they were like, oh wow, we're actually dumb. We took them out of context.
It was more like some alt-right assholes took him out of context.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Like some alt-right guy, I guess, really hated that Scooby-Doo director and really wanted to get back at him. Like, my only worry for Endgame is I see Nebula still there. Like, it's a personal thing with me, but like, Thanos was really more of a Guardians of the Galaxy kind of character, like story wise. And I get like in the comic books he's like an Avengers thing, but like, really the plot is more or less set up Thanos to be the main villain at the end. But you really only saw him and really saw characters connected to Thanos through the Guardians with Gamora and Nebula. And my worry is Endgame and even Infinity Wars making it set up like, oh yeah, this is a Tony Stark and Steve Rogers story, you know? It just kind of seems like they're just kind of taking something that isn't really theirs just because they're Avengers. Like, that's my worry. That whoever gets the kill, it's going to be one of those two.
Well, either or both is probably gonna die.
Yeah, that too. If they go out in a blaze of glory, I guess that's alright. But it's just like they literally didn't even know who existed until Infinity War. And then we literally have a character who's his actual daughter. Two of them, in fact.
Well, most of the Guardians are dead.
Yeah, we still have Rocket, and that's it, because Nebula isn't a Guardian, but she's from space.
I mean, they don't really know Thanos, but he has been more or less directly involved since the first Avengers, and like Tony talks about in Infinity War, how Thanos has been in his head ever since I think the first Avengers, maybe Age of Ultron, because that's when Scarlet Witch mind whammies him.
That is true. I just don't want the characters who are like more involved with him, or like you kind of got more of a backstory with them, to just kind of get thrown to the wayside. Like, yeah, I already know what happened to Gamora, but like, at least I could say that was a plot thing for the Soldier.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not just one or two characters who've been like finishes the whole thing, but it's everyone.
Yeah, I want it to be like, you know, this crossover had better be worth it if we had all these movies and you put all these characters together, only to make it so that only two really good characters out of these 50 or so are actually worth anything. So then it's like, well, it's barely a crossover. It's just that you had really expensive cameos, if anything. I'm sure the MCU will be just fine regardless, and hey, Guardians 3 still exists, so I'll be fine either way.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even because, oh no, the heroes lost in Infinity. Like, no, I actually thought that was a good change. It was just more of a writing aspect than me worrying about things. That I was like, I don't know about that. Or if anything, now that they have the rights for the X-Men again, they're just gonna show up and then there'll be Avengers Part 3. Thanos again. Ender Game.
Wolverine was involved, so we had to do that again.
He's just gonna always be it. How old are you? I don't know.
Endgameist.
Or they're really hammering the Wolverine and the X-Men aspect to call it X Game.
The X Games.
That'll be like them skateboarding and stuff. In order for us to beat Thanos, we're gonna have to shred like never before.
We're gonna have to win this contest.
You just make it like a crappy 90s movie. Where it's like, oh no, the city's gonna get demolished unless Roderick wins the skating competition.
Roderick the Hedgehog.
I would pay money for a movie where Shadow the Hedgehog, named Roderick the Hedgehog, has to skateboard in order to save the world.
Just level 1 and nothing else.
Alright, I think I'm ready to continue now that we had that grateful talk.
Yeah. Let's see, did I saved the last recording.
Okay. And I saved mine as well.
Alright. Let's resume our recordings.
Alright. I have a recording going.
Recording video. Alright. Sync in 3, 2, 1, sync.
Sync.
Alright. Alright, so I remember there's a couple things we could do in the cell. There's more wall behind the crack. I do remember this. Eat the moss.
Perpetuate the cycle of existence. God.
Eat some more moss.
Do you have moss coming down your mouth?
I can't equip anything to... even better. Can't equip anything to Ralsei right now.
Yes, let's give the Iron Shackle to Ralsei so that way he knows we're best friends forever. He puts on one shackle and he eats some moss.
Well, you're really hardcore. Prison's changed you, Chris.
Lancer. Blade.
See, Flash Trickster asks, Yoshi, how do you feel about the upcoming indie game Gravity Circuit? Never heard of it. I'll have to look at it later.
Canned.
Wow, Susie, negotiate.
That never gets tired.
We can solve the puzzle we can't see. Right hand green. Dump pass go.
Red Rover.
Red Rover. Chris ate some clovers, so yeah, we're good.
I see through walls.
What do you see, Chris?
I understand her, but you don't.
Yes, or she'll be fine.
Think about what she's doing. Put yourself in her hair.
That's her way of saying put yourself in her shoes. Put on this wig and start beating people up. Not me, not me.
She does have more hair than shoes.
I like how she's just unfazed by the pair of eyes. See, that was an easy one, Susie.
To preserve you.
Holds up an empty jar. I'm gonna need you to get it.
Get ready for the hot vinegar.
Well, I have no choice but to have a who can see less contest. We'll call Chris in and we'll see who has eyeballs.
Ralsei will have to judge because only he can see.
And he has glasses too. He can see better than him.
Susie, that's not a song. Okay, there we go.
It's alright, Chris cracked their back again and the music started.
Now we're gonna take a running leap.
You can just step over him. Or on him.
Does anyone else want a banjo cover of this song?
Chris is already getting on it. You sure it's not already on YouTube?
I want TP.
TP is basically your tension points. Basically, it's your it allows you to do like special abilities and stuff.
Am I sand? Still to come after me? No.
Wait, why aren't you fighting back, Slices, man?
Like, I didn't even dodge. You just suddenly sucked.
A light bulb falls on Lancer's head and slices him in half, and he dies.
Dance.
Tell anybody about this, and I'll kill you.
No, you won't, Susie. No, you won't.
Damn it, he found me out.
I won't kill him, Ralsei will.
Scarf reaches for a Glock he was hiding under the...
Make him easier to punch.
It's okay. There aren't any real bullets. Bang, bang. Oh god. Oh my god.
Yeah, we've got the bends. Wait, what's the question?
You know, Lancer, I feel like half the time you're not really listening to me, but that's why I like you.
That's how you crochet. What?
And that was the third night I couldn't sleep in a row after looking at myself in the mirror.
You might need to restart the stream. You're kind of far back.
I've tried refreshing like 100 times. I'm just suffering. It's okay, I'll live.
Hello, eyeballs. Better than my apartment. Yeah, Ralsei wasn't in the party for a bit there. I don't know why.
No, I have not seen Minigun Ralsei. But, that would be amazing if I could see.
I can only get comfy with my leg up.
Chris stands up, you know how else I feel comfy, kicks the buttons of the elevator.
Can I grovel to you? You want to try acting? You have no talent.
Well, let me put it this way. You suck, but that's okay. Everybody sucks when they try something. It's okay to suck.
I tried having friends before and I sucked at that. Now look at me.
Yeah, now look. Chris is my friend, I hope. You are in the elevator with us.
Lancer betrayed us, so I'm getting there.
You know, working my way up. And I'm sure in a few minutes, my 5-year-long imaginary friend will come around.
He's been unconscious on my back this whole time. Chris, get up. Chris, you're not dead. I can see you not breathing.
Oh man, Chris is good at playing dead. Chris?
Ah, character development. You cannot avoid it.
Yeah, I had a feeling upon first viewing of Susie when I first played it. I was like, there's no way Toby just played a character this straight.
Yay. You don't get a fanfare for that. I'm leaving without you. No, they're there. Can I get her to blush?
I have no idea.
I feel like I tried this.
I think.
I know I did last time, but I mean, like, the first attempt at Deltarune. Nah, she's not doing anything.
If anything, you might be able to smell her breath, maybe.
Well, here's the secret boss. We're not gonna fight him, because fuck it.
This is a nice little safe spot.
A game called How Long Can You Breathe Underwater? Turns out none of them can.
Believe me, I tried.
Things are backwards here. Free means locked up now.
Da-da-da-da-da. That meant something.
What if we just opened the door and threw in a Rubik's Cube? That'll really show.
Protect yourself with cloth.
You can go if you can.
I love that the king never said that to me before.
Complimented?
Your face is only slightly punchable.
Let's get some free healing up in here. Damn it, and then I hurt myself. Well, I fucked Susie up.
That's alright, Susie can take it.
And we're right by a healer, so.
It's Rouse who can't take any hits whatsoever naturally as the magic one. That is true, the safe point is right around the corner.
No, it's just the exit.
Yeah, you're at the entrance. But we are getting close to my second favorite character.
Because it's a video game. Is there any crappy items I can get rid of?
You have a couple.
Have the Lancer cookie. You made it, now sleep in it. The text says, face. Royal flush. Naturally.
Oh, if there were purple Pikmin in this game, then this game would have been done by, like, hour 1.
Those fools! Ist.
I love this so much.
Rules card. Is everything's a playing card motif?
I really wanted one of them to say, like, I guess we'll have to shuffle you this way. I
wish I could move while the dialogue box was up and just disrupt him.
Or just walk away.
God! Is the bathroom unoccupied now? No.
I wish if you undid it, he would come back like, ah ha ha!
It's okay if you have absolutely no charisma.
Like, it's okay to have the social skills of a peanut.
I forgot that. Oh no, I'm out of here. And that you look unnatural.
There is nobody like you. No,
Thank
really.
God. Okay, follow the point. Son of a fucker. Only Chris can flirt. I figured it out and I still got hit.
Well, nobody has the charisma that Chris has.
His name is short for Chrisma.
Or Christmas, whichever comes first.
You know, years get longer and longer.
Yeah.
I bit her arm off. It's not your bed. Maybe one of them is my bed.
It is now. Chris flops over them.
What was that noise? Splurge. Alright. Rules card take 2. Just dex him. No. Alright, fine, I'll heal someone. With some candy. Only me.
This'll be great for when I die.
It's a tree for parties. Well, we recovered the cake. Do you want some now? I'm immediately being fired. Oh yeah, I just realized Clover is club-shaped, more or less.
That's a clever design. Albeit strange, but that's par for the course by this point.
Yeah. Oh my. What said about yourself? I thought it said kill yourself.
I mean, it could be a line. Kill yourself. Gladly decapitate someone.
Only adults can drink vengeance. He decided this.
I had a glass of arrogance this morning. Or should I mean my whole life?
I'm like Metaton if you didn't learn to love him.
You're forced to love me.
Sad. He's very sad.
I mean, you could pretty much get rid of the glow shirt.
Is it only for money?
Pretty much. Does it have any application or anything?
Didn't I buy a thing for All Say?
I remember you got a thing in the dungeon.
There we go. Fluffiness up. What is it with them and salsa?
Had a feeling Toby Fox had a lot of chips during the development.
think he might have problems.
Think Lancer just may be suffering from lack of father.
That was fun.
Let's do it again.
I've had enough of worms. No, not you again. Whatever this is.
It looks the same.
Oh god. Okay, what's Susie's idea? I knew it. Okay, I'll point. You throw it that way. At least Ralsei doesn't get hurt by that.
No. But I'm pretty sure his self-esteem will take a hit or two.
Yay. What's that game series with the really beefy men that fly along and shoot things?
I think it was like Shoaniki or something.
Shoaniki. That's what... The legs on this guy is what reminds me of that. Hey, that worked. And it went much faster. And we only got $8. I'd cry if you poke me. Bye-bye. If I go back to him in the shop, will he have new things to say?
I think so. Maybe like one or two.
Oh, the disc thing is here. Unless you fuck with it again.
And then a third crown falls on it, on top of the second crown.
No hard feelings. Then what would you call that? Then
Soft feelings. Like soft serve.
like salsa.
Would you like some of my stump?
Oh, what a quisling. Guess there's always one. Since he collects worms, it's hard to tell if he's saying worms affectionately.
I collect worms, I eat the worms, I feed other people worms, I call people worms.
I befriend worms.
But truly, people I adore are called salsa.
Lancer got it from me. I apologize.
Does he still let people walk over him like a stool? I taught him that.
Does he still explode before he does it?
I taught him that as well.
Him riding his bike. Nobody taught him that.
Well, no, I didn't tell him to set himself on fire, but...
She's very purple. I haven't seen that documentary. Oh, good, they're lined up to fight. Well, that's not good.
Huh. That rather quite reeks, actually.
You sucked at attaching. Well, we can throw Ralsei at him and catch Lancer.
Yeah, I'm sure Ralsei will be fine if he falls into the abyss.
Ah! I'm okay.
To my gardener, I am a jerk. To you people, I am incomprehensible.
King jerk.
Talk, talk, talk. Sorry, I'm staying.
Now when I talk, I heal more people. So when I read you guys a story, ooh, you're gonna feel so good.
Not me, the guy chewing on his own tail through his stomach.
By the way, when I feed myself, I just kind of slam cake on my stomach, and it just kind of works.
Well, this is different. I was waiting for a fight that really fucked with the... like, the layout. Yeah. Stuff like how it did in Undertale, because there wasn't that much, and then that happened. I can't do anything. I can't actually do anything, but I can brave a bit.
And now your talking becomes more talking, but braver.
I mean, I'm gonna assume it's another one of those cases where I kind of have to run it out.
You just kind of have to, like, move up and down.
I mean, the fight overall, run it out.
Oh, you could either run it out or you could try to pacify him.
Brr, brr.
Because I think you could just physically keep attacking him too and beat him that way. But that would take longer.
We all spare you. But its name isn't yellow.
Yeah, I don't think it works like that.
I do like how it changes it a little. It changed it up a bit from Undertale, where you were human and everyone else was monsters. In this case, it's humans and monsters, but they're from the light world. But then there are monsters from the dark world, and that's where the separation comes in.
Well, Star, you're right. But this is like, at least for the loadout we have, like, we're not really built for fighting. Next chapter, Chris turns into a wolf. Now, that'll be interesting. Let's see where they go with that.
this is intense. No, really, I'm just good at not getting hit. That's different from strength.
What if I threw aces directly at them?
Then my son will actually die.
Do I like my son? I think I might be a bad dad, but I think everyone else is wrong.
And that's always what good dads think.
Yeah. It's like what good parents think. It's not me, it's the child that I made.
Yeah, there's a little more of a risk factor to this gameplay. I don't think there was anything like that in Undertale. Like, as far as you getting close to the attacks to raise the TP.
Yeah, like, basically, if you were good at dodging, nothing was gonna kill you in Undertale.
Oh. I say as I punch myself in the stomach mouth.
Do you know what it's like to say, stop hitting yourself, and then your arm is gone?
My apologies. I have theater napkin blood sickness.
Like the little streamers they do when they pretend to get stabbed.
Oh no, I'm surprised by this.
Rouse Weekly lifting his head up.
No wonder people called me Rouse the Doof.
It's not that I can't, it's that I don't.
I'll have you know that I have no opinions on anything, even right now as I die.
Yay! And new people we haven't seen before. What the hell are they? No, I'm the. Chris stands up. What did you say?
Nobody threatens my title that I forget that I have.
You're right, Chris. I'm not used to having visible eyes.
I couldn't possibly have guessed that people were genuinely jerks.
Right, audience?
Please agree with me.
So yeah, anyway, we're leaving the fountain active.
We could turn it off by like unplugging something, right? Like a sprinkler. We just.
You know you want to, Susie.
So now that we got that finished, Susie.
Do you even blush? Are you warm-blooded?
I am blushing. I moved my hair out of my eyes.
That's how I blush.
I allow you to look at me. So you actually do get a different result if you end up fighting him.
What happens?
Well, attacking him physically and stuff, like, the crowd doesn't come and, like, save him. What happens is that Rouse actually uses the Pacify spell. Basically, he goes to sleep. And then there's, like, a neat little twist with Rouse. But at least now, but this way you can actually go back and talk to everybody. That's, like, the kind of payoff you get for it.
There's a twist where they'll all say that he's Azrael.
Not that he's Azrael, but he pulls off his hat and then, like, his dark skin disappears and he looks more like Azrael. Well, that might be why I never got the crowd then. Because I think I was just beating the crap out of people because I didn't care.
Great work. Well, dang it, partner. Us.
Us.
You and me.
I had a real bad life. Clover, you got problems. What the hell? This whole room is just a collision of objects.
Oh yeah, I think there was that one room in the prison, where in the dungeons, where you can actually find some of these people.
I think I only ever used one healing item, and it was outside of a fight. That's gonna be unfortunate.
Chris, upon hearing that, walks directly to jail. Doesn't even, like, say anything, just goes.
Then again, everything is our fault. Well, I am Dad.
The only dad who exists.
We cannot pass by the little disc. Well, that's it. At least it's not like in Undertale where the entire play map had to be explored to say goodbye to everyone. And it took me an hour to do that in the video.
Yeah, we have a much smaller cast, and this is still a single chapter.
Oh, here it comes. I lied to you this whole time.
My name is not actually Rouse, it's...
Ralph,
Say
say.
My name is Frisk. Hi, how's it go?
Yes, I'm an adorable geek. It's Winston. Let's go, Chris. I'm terrified.
Just picks up Chris over his shoulder and leaves. I've never felt more lied to before in my life.
Well, we need our prince with us.
Yeah, we could take him to the other side. He'll be fine. He'll fit right in.
Chris, is it just me or did Ralph say you look just like your mom?
I see. I'm Dad, and he's Mom. I'll be right back. And then he just...
Throws himself in jail. You evaporated. Game over.
You fade away.
Oh no, we're remaking out in the closet. Apparently the answer is yes.
I mean, nothing's hotter than playing chess. Chris turns the lights off, falls back into the world.
Well, that's what happens when you get playing card paper cuts on your brain. We just sort of disappeared. They're all looking for us right now.
Well, they probably skipped school or died. We don't have to leave. We can't, alphas can't teach without chalk, so we'll just sit here.
Snaps her neck.
You know what, Chris? You don't smell bad at all. Chris, you take that back.
Do you like breathing? Like you. Aw.
Because she can't spell her name correctly again, and she's just like, leave it, just fucking leave.
Hyperdodecahedron. It's a primitive drawing of your mom.
I schooled myself, I see.
You found the bird guy's desk. You destroyed the bird guy's desk.
And tomorrow, the bird guy. School.
School involves fighting now.
I got into a fight with a teacher and I won. Therefore, I'm the teacher dad now.
Come home, mom, wife.
Or should I say brother from another dimension?
Goat mom is actually your mom this time. I'm walking in the street. I'm gonna get hit by a car.
Still talking on the phone even though she hung up. I'm walking. I'm walking. I'm next to the library. Fucking icon.
Chris knows all the real hot demon guys. I just noticed the guy above me.
The not bird person thing.
Read. I didn't even need to make a joke there. Oh, you ruined it.
Puts his journal back. What the journal contained was just about 300 pages of Chris trying to spell the word candy corn, but all of it is incorrect.
Trust the dog. Not the fox, the dog.
Now, Toby, dog, that guy knows what he's doing.
Gotta love Undyne.
I like how the guy in the green card just looks like a little stick figure person.
Yeah. Yeah, being your type.
My type, you say? I'll put them behind bars immediately. Thank you, young man. Where is this outfit? I'll throw a car. This one, the green one looks fine.
I've never seen a piano in a hospital. I also died.
I'm also dad. I am Die Dad. It's like Die Hard, but with me instead.
Oh, okay, you're gonna die in your sleep tonight.
I'll beat the Ice Palace for you.
I'll beat up all your friends.
You see, honey, the ironic thing is your father's the one who owns the gun.
I'd totally bang your dad.
Chris turns his head 360 degrees. What did you just say?
Yes. This is why I didn't visit you.
Sets a hand on his shoulder. Happy New Year, Chris. Thank you. Galaxy 4 says 360 degrees is a full circle. I know!
Chris is part owl. I wanted to eat her feed when she was asleep.
You know, I'm starting to be glad that you're actually in the hospital, you mad bitch. Is there a way I can unplug you?
I'm also part moth, Rudy. Don't be mean.
When April Fool's comes around, ooh, it's gonna be a confusing Christmas.
Well, I'm done talking to you. Jesus.
You know, he's cute. I like how Mouth with Teeth had no reaction, but that guy was like, whoa.
Irony. I mean, you had to pay for them first, so it's not like you're breaking any rules here.
Maybe they'll throw them out when the smell starts to become too much.
You'd cry and throw it in his face.
Sometimes he would just buy his own hot chocolate, pour it on himself, and make himself cry. He was confused. Azrael was complicated.
Am I? Is it? Are you? I don't care.
Well, you know what else is on the house? Climbs the roof.
Keep her on this. Peace! I didn't want to be bothered to program anything indoors.
This is chapter 1, okay? Indoors is chapter 2.
It's that guy. Is it baby chickens?
Knowing Azrael, probably. Actually, they'd go to a farm and raise baby chickens. I don't even need to make jokes. This guy's just funny on his own. He just does it on his own. He's great.
Maybe Azrael is dead, and he does want to go to college, as in hang himself.
Bye, Mom. Bye, Chris. Going to college. And I get the rope and a stool.
Oh, God. As in, I think it's God.
First time I played this, I just walked past him like, oh, hey, Sans, I'll get to you later. And I just went to the rest of the town. Like, trust me, I know about you. I'll get to you.
Everyone. You should date my mom.
By which I mean the guy who lives in the dark world, not my actual...
Alphys has problems. You have to start at antipathy to make your way to not giving a crap, and then you're friends. All right, I'm gonna call you at night and tell you you're cute.
Calls him at night. Hey, it's me. Sets the phone over a heater.
All Sans hears is this buzzing.
You know, Sans on the other side would be like, oh, dude, nice.
And then eventually the phone melts and the call just cuts out. I know how you feel, man. I'll talk to you later.
Meet him the next day. He had a lot of things to say about me yesterday, and I really appreciate it.
Sans, you're an awful wingman. The bone trousel, if you will.
We'll give you Sans, but not the other one. Chapter 2.
Does it hurt to be made of blood? A question for the ages. I love Undyne. Alphys, what the fuck are you doing back here?
I think Alphys earns nothing at work, is my impression.
I need that. A saucer of milk. I eat your dinner.
Chris takes the ball, runs away with it.
What does that text at the back say? Suckery man?
I want to say saucy man. I could be wrong. Or soggy man. I don't think it means anything. Or scary man.
And I've asked him to. "500 episodes."
Maybe this is Toby's way of saying if you like anime, this is where you're gonna be. In an alley. Next to some trash cans.
For the record, the text is moving on its own. If you're shocked. It's Elphys. It was gonna happen eventually.
I mean, it is the most pleasant noise to the ear.
I'm trying to catch a cat. And if it's not a cat, it's probably the graffiti behind me.
Or I'll find a bird and put some kitty ears on it and pretend. I'm good at pretending, if you haven't noticed. This is at my house.
Go away.
I find it interesting that she's the only one you can say go away to.
We walked up to her house.
I mean, that sounds like Chris, though. Walks up to somebody, go away, stares at him.
And also, we dropped you in a dumpster.
I thought we were hanging.
We left it hanging off a cliff. Gotta say this.
You mean we weren't playing rocket ship?
I now can't breathe.
Because I kissed Astrid.
There's too much shit to look at.
We'll see you later, Medita.
Father, I have returned. Oh.
Time to settle what we started, cracks Knuckles.
Who's the real dad?
I'll be right back.
Alright. Crunch. What's more that I've never said anything about them. I want everything in this. And not be obviously divorced, please. C for cock. Always. And that was the last time. His name's Reggie. Sleep in the fridge. Flowey. Yep, I guess so. We all must. Wipe it on his shirt. I mean, it's not a Toby Fox game unless there's an absurd amount of unnecessary details. Just because he can. Hey, when am I getting my arm back? I lent it to you last week.
I'm back.
Hey,
Hey, are we talking to Mr. Cat Dink or?
we're talking to Miss Cat Dink.
Oh.
He was delicious.
Oh, we all would pretend to eat Asriel in his sleep. He would wake up with night terrors. It was a funny game.
So I just started a fight.
I walked up to her and I said, "You want to fight?" And she said, "Yeah."
And now we're like best friends and owe each other money. I got locked out of the house again.
Don't worry, I'll crawl through the cat door, says Chris. I'm used to this.
I mean, I'm still gonna be traumatized for life.
Yeah, Susie's great. She tried to eat my face, and then she tried to eat another guy's face, and then tried to eat a third guy's face.
And then she was like besties with the third guy, so I guess that old adage is true.
Yeah. Who's my mom, by the way, downstairs in the dark world? What are we talking about?
I'm very troubled.
I'm very complicated and I want attention.
No, you're right.
Hey Noelle, is it okay if I tell you that I'm the reason why your dad's in a hospital? have a thing against other dads, you see.
Did I miss any places down here? I feel like I did. I think just a side path.
Have you seen the hill with a big door at the end?
I didn't go to the police station.
Finally, it's time to turn myself in.
Hill with only a door.
Yeah, I think this is the furthest south part of town.
Political chair. Then she'll run on it, but she won't fix it. Actually, I'm here to complain about all the patronizing that the politicians do to children.
Excuse me, but I can't really be short stuff if I'm taller than you. Steps on him.
Guess what, Vicar? I no longer believe in God.
You are so late to the party.
I want fruit juice. And your presence produces this low rumble, so it'll even out.
That's the nicest thing people have ever said about me, Chris. Unfortunately, some of the enemies just ended up dying for real. In the previous game.
Walking with conviction, ran into a wall. I'm guessing this is for, like, Chapter 2 or something.
Maybe. We don't really know what Chapter 2 is about.
Or maybe that leads back to the door in Undertale. Oh.
Ah. You open the door and you just fall into a hole and then you just see the title screen of the first game. It all comes together. I think.
That was a long time ago. I'm very lonely now.
I'll consider it this time.
He even named himself after it online. Then he named himself after a pirate. It was kind of weird.
He probably grew up to be a giant loser, too.
When he's done with college, he's going to Minnesota.
Did you know that he can't drive?
Neither can I. I don't know why I have a car. I hope that's a Star Versus reference.
So, like, when Deltarune first came out and people read that line, some people were freaking out because they were like, oh my god, this totally confirmed a character for the new Smash. Like, no, it didn't. It wasn't even close.
Which line?
And where she was like, oh yeah, like your brother used to sure love that game, Super Smashing Fighters, and he would play as the green dinosaur. But they're like, oh haha, Smash Brothers Yoshi, got it. Here, Mom, Dad, got you some flowers. Oh, really? Let me see that. Throws them in the fireplace. Yeah, they're great.
And thus, this joke from the very beginning of the game makes sense. We must complete the stream as we began.
Gotta flush the toilet 7 times. Well, this is a stream in a way, you know?
Max Flush. Or at least it was. Well, I guess we know who got the knockoff controller.
Yeah, and the knockoff clothes, and the hand-me-downs, and the knockoff life.
It's a knockoff life for Chris.
It started when I was born.
Will I go to bed? What else can I do?
I mean, I could stand in the middle of the bed. Or in the middle of the room. Or stand on Azrael's bed.
Why did I go to bed at 3 in the afternoon? Why am I vibrating? Oh god. Chris has some wild night terrors. Help me, my name is Frisk. How did I get here? What the shit? Oh.
When the light is running low and the shadows start to grow and the places that you know seem
So was that Chara?
Yes,
something.
That was Kara.
There's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold with the truth, the promise in our heart.
Okay, well.
If
there was ever a sequel hook, I guess that's it.
I think I always refer to them as Kara, as in like character.
Oh yeah.
That's what I always thought it was. But I had to do everything I could to just not talk about that. I was just waiting in the back of my mind, even from the first stream. Oh, interesting thing, when, Kara, in quotes, throws the heart into the cage, you can actually move the heart a little bit, but it's very minimal movement. So, yeah, there's a lot of theories going around. People are thinking, so is this like the start of Kara's life, or is this Kara coming back, or was Chris their own person? Where the hell is Frisk? There's this whole timeline thing. Azrael's gone to college, so it's been a lot of talk about it.
Like, the real Chris is the monster.
Maybe there never was a Chris. I mean, the way they talk about Chris and treat Chris, it kind of makes it seem like they aren't really all there.
Yeah, it's not a direct sequel.
I just call it the next game in the franchise now. Dakota says the Deltarune was the soul we made along the way. But yeah, what'd you think?
I certainly enjoyed it.
How do you,
obviously,
feel about
Undertale is the complete experience, and this is more like a curiosity following on from it, in a way.
Yeah, this is like a neat little AU sorta not really sequel thing. But the fact that it's going to be done in chapters, what do you think about that?
I guess that's fair. Because that does feel like an ending of sorts.
Yeah, it's just, where do we go from here? Like, are we even gonna play as Chris in the next one, or are we Kara now? Or is Frisk gonna come back and being like, hey, I came back from my own college, or maybe it'll just be Azrael, but like, it'll be a completely different game, and you just go to college. Nothing exciting or interesting happens.
He's like, oh man, I got a D on my math test.
D for dumbass, and he's like, I gotta study, you know.
It's like his own version of Persona.
I mean, I would play that, but I feel like everything you do in Persona would be the opposite in Deltarune 2 or whatever. Like, you read a book, charisma went down. Ah, fuck, what?
I guess I would have to see what the I guess we'd have to wait for the full game to come out. Because, like, it makes sense why Undertale, like, you had to buy that, because it was very much a complete experience. Everything about it was memorable. But everything about it was memorable. There's a lot memorable about it, but it does feel like, yeah, here's something free to tide you over. Not as much about it as memorable. I will say I think I like the gameplay a little bit more. It plays more like a game. But you can still do the same thing of not killing anybody. You can pacify enemies by doing weird shit, and I like that.
Yeah. I think upon first meeting, Ralsei, it was pretty obvious that his name was an anagram for Ezreal.
Yeah. It took me a bit to figure that out, too. Don't feel bad, V-Date.
Me, it was because I liked Undertale a lot, so to me it was just like, oh, duh. And that was me at, like, with no sleep whatsoever, being, like, sleep-deprived and cross-eyed, and I was like, oh, that's obvious, Toby Fox. You're not a magician.
You think you're smart?
You think you're smart, but you're not.
But you're not.
You're not.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the full thing. I don't know where it's gonna go from here, because that was a swerve.
It's exciting for me to not know what the hell's gonna happen.
Yeah. Chris and Susie are anagrams of risk and issue. Okay.
Didn't know that.
And Azrael is an anagram of Ralsei!
Which means he has a different name. But that's just a thought I had. A regular thought. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Chris is close to Frisk, but he's missing the F.
Yeah, it kind of makes me wonder, so where is
Chris is anagram of Sans.
No, don't give them any ideas, they might do it.
Sans is an anagram of Sans.
I went to the beach the other day, and you know what I found? Sand. And you know what that reminded me of?
I went to go complete a business deal, and I shook the guy's hands, and then I looked down.
Hands. Remove the H, and then add another letter.
And then remove the
Sans.
D.
And then but then I went back to the drawing board and crossed out the D, and then I realized, Sans, I wrote it on the chalkboard.
And then I realized I wrote it down 23 times!
And then when I erased it, I wrote a new word, papyrus, and that's how I came up with it.
I wrote it in papyrus font, and then I died.
So now that I'm dead, can you please like the video and comment the video? And... Oh yeah, it's another thing. Some people are talking about that maybe we'll get to see more of Gaster this time. Who knows?
Well, now my brain is really working it. Because so much of the family is meant, like, it directly mirrors the Dreamer family and how Frisk gets adopted into that family. Except Azrael is actually alive here, supposedly. Like, people in the chat were saying, is Azrael actually dead?
I mean, I like to think he actually is in college because a lot of characters have mentioned that.
Yeah.
Unless he died on his way to college, which that would be sad and that would suck. But
And Chris is nearly Frisk. But Chris is apparently evil. So, like, yeah, I'm really wondering what's going on here.
yeah, and Chris was more or less like a rag doll for the most part.
Well, so is Frisk.
Yeah, but Frisk at least had an expression. It was one, but at least it was one expression.
And Chris, we didn't even see their eyes.
And at least Frisk was actually a flirt master by nature.
Yeah.
Where Chris was just, well, they were just hoping that whatever they said would work. Spaghetti and meatballs, am I right? Oh, fuck, he's right.
Yeah, Chris was just going to cut the pie.
And since Frisk is supposed to be, you know, the entity of determination, I don't think they would really rip their own soul out. So at least to me, it feels like they're completely different people.
But then, is there a Frisk somewhere? Maybe.
Shrug. I like to believe so. And then Kara's around being a shithead again, so...
Yeah, there was something there.
I mean, I know we did something with Chris. I didn't think it would go that far, but it happened anyway.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about you, but I think this stream is done.
I think that's a stream. We can all go to sleep and reflect again. Meanwhile, I'll be reading theory number 312. So I've been a little behind on that.
Chris is actually the Burger Cat.
I hate my life and my job.
Stab.
Why do you think I don't have my own face? I'd rather die than go to work and then they rip out their soul.
Burger Pants, that's his name. Alright. Well, we're gonna call a stream here, folks. That was Deltarune Chapter 1. I imagine I'll stream Chapter 2 once it's out, and some of the chat said that's gonna be with the full game. But I will be playing it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where we go with this. It'll probably take another year or 2, 3, but it'll be worth the wait.
Probably. But until then, goodbye, folks. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for coming, everybody. Good night. Or good morning.